Yeah, well, first let me double check I did what I did. Yes, I did, okay. Yeah, my, console I'm using this on is currently very sensitive with the, power cord, which is why we had that terrible glitch last time. And I probably could have, oh gee, I don't know, just simply do the recording again, redo the video, what have you. But I discovered I had a lot of items on my person, including items I will never use again, like armor and weapons and what have you, is that I forgot to sell before I entered this tower. I sold the items. This is basically going to be a repeat. And chances are I'm not even going to end where I left off. If for no other reason than I don't specifically remember where I left off. Whoops! Oh well. Anyways, I know chances are if you're watching this, you're probably annoyed. I mean, I know I will be if the roles were reversed. But I also know the hassle of recording these. And because I know the hassle of recording these now, when our peers do something like that, I cut them a lot of slack because I know the struggle. They can explain the struggle all they want. I mean, they did that long before I started doing these. But there's being told, and then there's personally experienced. Personally experiencing, I have a lot more understanding. And a lot more respect for LPers who do this basically professionally. Now, by professionally, I don't mean they're making money off it. That's just, I mean, if this is your source of income, what are you doing? Like, good for you for making this far, I guess, but seriously, what are you doing? But all peers who, takes this more professionally. I'm looking at you, H.E. Bailey. Nintendo Capri Sun. Altamar Gaming, who is a great PC LPer. I wish Frozen Foxy would come back. He did. Okay, he does a lot more than stealth games, but he does. I got into it because of the stealth games, and although I will never personally do them for my channel, if for no other reason than they are far too big for me to handle. Okay, handle's the wrong word. Far too big for me to want to do. Stealth games are one of my favorite genres, so long as the game is done right. If the game's done wrong, then it's just sort of eh. But when they're done right, and more specifically done to my preferences, I'm going to use a Narazon chess. Some of the best games that I enjoy. Now saying that, there is one franchise of stealth game that I do enjoy. But I enjoy it when I'm in the right mood, and that's Hitman. Don't mistake this as me hating Hitman. Hitman is a great game. But it's not my go-to when it comes to stealth games. I'll explain it to you why right now. I like my stealth games to be emphasis on sneaky. As in, you hide in the shadows, you avoid everybody, you make sure you're not seen by anyone. Hitman is very hide in plain sight. Which for a game where you're professionally assassinating people, I mean, that is the way to go. Well, okay, a game where you're modern day, where it's modern day and you're professionally assassinating people. That is definitely the way to go. But I like some more hide in shadows. Make sure no one sees you. Doesn't matter what kind of stealth game it is, whether it's a stealth game where you're more of a thief, more of a rogue, or a stealth game where you're more of an assassin. I overall prefer stealth games where you're more of a thief, or both. I like being able to grab loot. And the problem with, well, I shouldn't say the problem, but my experience with a lot of the stealth games where you're more of an assassin, they, even when they do have loot, they don't have much loot. And I'm thinking to myself, if I were an assassin, and I were professionally killing people, unless it was specified in the contract, man, I'd be taking as many valuables as I can. Gyres is probably overkill. Yeah, a little, but okay, whatever. Yeah, I'd be taking everything. Like, the person's already dead, they're not gonna miss anything. Why not take their valuables? Why not steal? But I do like games where you play as an assassin as well. depending so long as it's done right. Or, yeah, I'm not even gonna say done to my preferences. Just simply done right. And lately I have been seeing stealth games kind of overall go down the drain. Like, I don't care what anybody says, Dishonored as a stealth game is terrible. Dishonored, I just simply did not enjoy that much. It's not even so much that it's that bad. As a stealth game it is. Or it's honestly even so much that it's that bad. It's that it's so... I found it so disappointing. I mean, you're in a steampunk Great Britain during the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, and there's magic involved. And they just, not just the stealth gameplay, but yes, what they did was the setting, what they did was the story. It's just so disappointing. I mean, I'm not even that upset that it's a bad stealth game. I mean, it's a terrible stealth game. I'm honestly more upset that they just failed us the opportunity for the setting. Ren's probably gonna die soon, but Ren's an android. I'm not using him in the final party. And also he comes back to life every time he dies. With 1 HP, don't get me wrong. Not like it's full health or anything, but I'm not gonna be that upset if Ren dies. And I do have repair kits, so if when I get to the boss, 95% sure there's a boss at the end of this tower. Why wouldn't there be? It's a major tower. Yeah, and there he goes. But assuming I can get there and have the time and not fuck up. Like I did during a few boss fights. But I will heal Ren with the repair kit before I do the boss. Not so much that I want him for the experience, just not only do I want an extra person doing damage when it comes to Ren specifically, I want, oh crap, I didn't mean to use shots, but oh well. Or Rika, but oh well. Anyways, when it comes to Ren specifically, I want an extra person taking damage. Because Ren's pretty much indestructible in regards to final dying, I overall treat him like my tank. Especially when it comes to boss fights, because I mean, yeah, he loses out on the experience, but Okay, I am in a new area. Escape pipe, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, actually, you know what? We could use with that. But yeah, Ren's my... In the grand scheme of things, I don't care if Ren dies, so he's my tank. Nothing over there. And I'm starting to think we're in a new area. I mean, I know the escape pipe, I think I did the last video, and that's when I realized, oh crap, I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. But we're slowly getting back to at least where I was before. Room. Yeah. Not sure if Room's going to be in my final party. I mean, he is a decent mage. I think he has some good buff and debuff spells. Sorry, not debuff spells. See, I use the Psycho Wand as a debuff. I think he has some good buff spells, so I might use him in my final party. But when it comes to JRPGs that pretty much don't necessarily force you to do it, I have a terrible habit of neglecting my black mages because for reasons that I cannot comprehend, other than the possibilities that my first JRPG was Final Fantasy VIII, and well, you don't use magic in Final Fantasy VIII. I seem to be under my mind that even magic, specifically black magic, is always in the too good to use category. Especially when it comes to just regular mooks. I mean, they're mooks. I can handle them on my own with my regular fighters. Why would I waste a spell with my black mage? You know? I mean, that's kind of my biggest downfall with the code when it comes to JRPGs is if I can take a mook out just using standard attacks, then I'm going to be taking the mook out using standard attacks. Is this where I came from? Yes. So, obviously don't go in here. Which I guess does theoretically make sense. I mean, you see the location of that door, it's right there. Unless, crap. Unless that changes something. And now we are, if not at a point, at least progressing where we were during last video. So I am going to end it soon. Not going to end it now. Going to end it soon. I just want to confirm if I shall be going to where that one The door was right here. Because I mean that eyeball thingy is right there. Oh, Radins. Radpin. The guys that constantly buff themselves. Always buffing themselves. Which will not be a problem, say, for one of the buffs makes them less likely to hit. And as far as the guitar is concerned, I mean, one attack from my strong use gets rid of that. Yeah, I'm under the impression they program their attacks before they actually do attack. Okay, we're here. Where does this lead? Same spot? No, different spot. And a started. So I actually am going to end it. Well, not here. I want to know that door's where I went in first. I'm going to end it here. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.